Hello, Internet, and welcome to FNAF Theory, the 100% totally most original show that definitely isn't a parody of anything else. We discuss the most mind-blowing theories that solve all of those pesky plot holes in the Internet's most beloved indie horror darling, Five Nights at Freddy's. As you all know, my IQ is so high that all of my theories are better than anyone else's and have more basis for being correct, so get ready to learn the truth that Scott Cawthon doesn't want you to know. Last time, we discussed the true identity of Gregory, who is actually a robot housing the soul of Evan Afton, as demonstrated by all of these obvious similarities. As we all know, nothing in FNAF is a simple coincidence. There are many characters who have deeper secrets encased inside their cold, robotic shells. We've also talked about the other Afton family members and their obvious connections to Security Breach and which characters they're continuing to haunt, with William Afton being inside of Burntrap, Michael Afton's spirit being inside of Glamrock Freddy, and Elizabeth Afton's spirit being inside of Vanny, or Vanessa. It's the same character, who gives a shit. But there's something big that we all overlooked. You see, the Aftons aren't the only characters from the original FNAF games that are still haunting the narrative. The Security Breach Mall was built over top the ruined remains of the restaurant from FNAF 6. We've seen several of the characters that burn there in the dramatic FNAF 6 finale return in different form in this game. Scrap Trap, Scrap Baby, Molten Freddy, Michael Afton. Do you notice that we're missing one of the main crucial players? What if I told you that we've had one of the main characters of FNAF 6 hiding in plain sight in Security Breach, and we just didn't see it? Until now! 12 a.m., the first hour after the doors shut and lock Gregory into the Pizzaplex. One of the first major boss battles we encounter in the game takes place after Gregory enters the Superstar Daycare and comes face to face with the Daycare Attendant. This guy is quite an interesting character, transforming into the sun in the light, masquerading as a happy, energetic friend, a deceptive facade. Under the cloak of darkness, he transforms into the terrifying moon, intent only on hunting you down to put you to bed. But what is the true identity of this robotic enigma? The answer has been staring us straight in the face, because the Daycare Attendant has several traits that are eerily similar to a character we know all too well. Take another look at the Daycare Attendant. Do you see that tall figure, those dark eyes, those ribbons on his wrist, the buttons on the front of his chest, the stripes and stars on his clothes, the robotic form? Ladies and gentlemen, the Daycare Attendant is actually the puppet! All of these striking similarities and shared traits between the two. Do you really think that's a coincidence? Especially since we know there's a restless spirit inside of the puppet. Charlie Emily, daughter of Henry Emily, the man who co-owned Freddy Fazbear's alongside William Afton. Charlie was the first victim and has been around since the beginning, with her origins being revealed through the security puppet minigame in FNAF 6. The puppet has given gifts and life to the children in FNAF 2, so we know it's a very important character. Furthermore, let's look once again at the cast of FNAF 6. William, Michael, and Elizabeth Afton, their spirits are all accounted for. But there's one spirit who was in FNAF 6 the whole time, who seemingly didn't return in Security Breach. Or did he? Lefty the Bear, a dark and intimidating character who houses secrets that us theorists have to dig deep to find. There are secret screens in FNAF 6 that suggest Lefty is a trap containing the puppet inside of him. For example, the rare death screens, a staple in FNAF games. Each one of these shows the animatronic characters sitting abandoned in the alleyway outside of the restaurant, ominously. Now, let's look at the one for Lefty. See those long striped arms peering out from between the cracks of Lefty's limbs? There's even a poster with the puppet in the background. Furthermore, a lot of Lefty's dialogue in FNAF Ultimate Custom Night makes direct reference to the fact that something is inside of him.
Shh. There is room for one more. Shh. Come spend eternity inside with me. Shh. I'm so glad that I found you. Let me make room for you.
If all that wasn't enough evidence for you, just look at this official statue Funko made, pretty much confirming the puppet's status as being trapped inside of this bear trap. Imagine how that went down. Do you think that Lefty just kinda swallowed the puppet whole like some weird vor fan art that you accidentally happened across while scrolling on Google Images? Ugh. Anyways, I bring Lefty up because he houses Charlie, the last main spirit who's inside of FNAF 6. And when you look at Lefty, you start to realize that he too has startling similarities to our friend, the daycare attendant. Once again having dark eyes, a star front and center on the front of his chest, just like the stars littered all over the moon's puffy pants. Even having red accents and a red bow, just like the daycare attendant's ribbons. All of these similarities make a scary pattern that all but confirms that Charlie is indeed inside the robotic husk of the daycare attendant. And this makes sense once you consider what happens in Security Breach 2. The puppet, like most FNAF animatronics, is kind towards the children, giving them gifts and life. It's a protective spirit who only wants to help the souls of the children whose lives were taken away by William Afton. During 12 a.m., when Gregory first enters the daycare, observe the son's behavior. He doesn't try to attack or hurt Gregory at all. In fact, all he really seems to do is try to play with him and prevent him from breaking the rules. The son being friendly and wanting to help out Gregory, who is, in a sense, a victim targeted by a serial killer in this crazy restaurant. Is that not similar to how the puppet wanted to help the children who were targeted by Afton? Gregory houses the soul of Evan Afton, and perhaps the son can sense this too, wanting to help the soul of this lost child. Security Breach tells a tragic story, as several of the souls are continuously trapped in this torturous cycle of robot possession, instead of being allowed the chance to rest. This is the most tragic with the children, whose only crime was being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Evan, Elizabeth, Charlie, they were all slaughtered in horrible ways at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and none of them will be able to rest so long as their souls continue to be tormented and trapped inside of these robotic shells. But that's just a theory. A FNAF theory! Thanks for watching, everyone! And done. Alright, I think that's pretty good for a video script.
What on earth are you doing?
Ah! Oh, hey, Bugged.
What the hell is the script?
Oh, it's, don't be so upset looking. It's just a joke. I don't actually believe any of that bullshit. It's April Fool's Day, you know? So I thought I'd make a joke video. I thought it'd be funny to do like a game theory type video and—
Shut up! This script is pure garbage.
Aw.
You're going to delete it. Now!
Wait, Bugged, you can't do that. You're not the boss of me. Also, please don't. I spent like an hour writing that.
Cat, come here, boy! Sick 'em!